WordPress displays content on a website in two different formats, either a post or a page. Um, a post is basically an entry to your website. I like to think of them as articles. Uh, if you think of like a news website, um, different articles, you could consider those different posts, and in most cases, that's what they are. An example of a post, if I go to my demo site here, and on the home page, you'll see that all of these on the home page are posts. So the home page is not necessarily a page, but it's just a series of posts where the most recent is up top and the oldest post according to the date is in the bottom or on the last page. So that's basically what a post is. Now, the way a post looks on your website really depends on how your site was developed. This style, the posts are just basically in a list going straight down. If I go to another website, for example, like this one, um, it's a little bit more dynamic with the posts. You have 3 posts in a row here, 2 here, 3 there. So it all depends on how the site is developed. Now to add a post from your dashboard after you logged in, you just simply hover over post and click on add new. And this will take you to the uh, new post window. There's some information you need to fill out. We'll type in call it my new post. That's the title of your post. You add this is the post editing area where you just add the content of the post. Just add this sentence. Um, if I were to, the cool thing about WordPress, the more recent one, if I misspelled a word, it would underline, with a red underline to show me that a word is misspelled. So, and the post editing area is fully it's like a document editor. If you think of Microsoft Word, you see some of those features added to the post. Now this is the post editing area. This is where the actual content of the post will be. Um, you'll see things like bold, italicize, strike through, and several different options. There's 2 ways you could add the content. You could either do it visually, or if you know some coding, you can do it through the code as well. HTML/CSS code. It takes. Um, you also have your publish box here on your right hand side. The publish box basically you could either save it as a draft, you could preview, you could change the status. Right now it's a draft. Um, you could change the visibility where you have public, password protected, where you could put a password to it, or private. Private is where logged in users could see the content of the post. Only logged in users. You could publish immediately, you could publish it in the future, you could publish it in the past. Okay, you have your format. Format is, I'll just keep it standard right now. Um, you have categories. Posts are always categorized by default. If no categories are created, WordPress by default creates a category called uncategorized. So if I don't select the category, all these categories here are created except the uncategorized. If I don't select one, it will go to the uncategorized, and the uncategorized category can't be deleted. You can add tags to the post, so tags associated with the post could be added here. You just separate each tag with a comma, and you could also add a featured image. I believe I have one picture in my library. I'll use that as the featured image. If I wanted to upload some new pictures from my computer, I could just click on upload and select the file. But I'm just gonna select this picture which I uploaded earlier, and that's become my featured image. You will see that the URL or permalink, WordPress calls it a permalink, to the post created once you add the title. Once you add the title, you'll see a permalink automatically created. You could change it if you wanted to by just clicking edit, and let's say I wanted to take out the dashes, and this will be basically the URL to the post, the permalink to the post if I ever wanted to get there directly. Some other options which is not visible by default can be shown if you would go to screen options all the way at the top of the post window, and you have to select those options. For example, excerpt, send trackback, custom fields, and you'll see that new options are populated as I select them. Okay, now most of these options, they're hidden because more than likely you won't need them. But one of them that is important is the discussion. I'll show you the discussion and the author. Well, the author is basically who do you want it to assign as the author of the post. I'm not sure if these show the author of the post. And let's try. No, these don't show the author. So I really can't show you exactly what I mean. Not with this. Oh yes, it does. See, the author is David. Um, if you wanted to change it, you could change the author here. Right now, I don't have any other authors, so keep it as is. Um, Another thing is the discussion. Discussion is basically, for example, the best way is to show you whether or not you would accept comments, um, either from guests or logged in users in your post. So let me put a comment, just write cool and publish it, and it'll show up at the end of your post. You might see this, you might have seen this in news articles and things, blog pages and things of that sort. If you didn't want that option there, you could deselect it and it'll go away. And I believe that's it. You could save it as a draft. You could preview it. You could just publish it. I'm going to just publish it. And let me go to my home page. And you'll see the new post there. Now the way that this website is, the demo site is configured, the featured image, which is this here, is displayed up top. And if I go to the post, the details of the post, you see the featured image is the same way. If I go to the bottom, you see I cannot add any comments. If I change that comment option, select allow comments, update it, refresh, and you see that it now allows me to accept comments. Um, or the permalink, I could change this. I'm gonna put the dashes back in there. And if it doesn't accept what you put there, more than likely something is already uh, being used. So sometimes you can have that problem where something's already being used and you can't use it. It'll automatically change it. So let me select that. Let me select this and I'll copy it. Okay, so let me go back to the post. Now I'm gonna refresh it. It shouldn't be able to find it because I changed it. I guess it was able to find it. Not sure why. Oh, because I didn't update. Sorry. Need to update this. Now let me refresh it. Okay, you see that. I guess the new version automatically uh, redirects you to the new post, but you see that the permalink has changed to add the dashes. Okay, and that's basically how you add a new post in WordPress. It's not that complicated, very simple. And as I said before, the way the post looks on your site is really dependent on how the developer developed the site.